Hey y'all, this is part two to spirituality and religion is sex. It's going to be three parts because when I got to the real good stuff about what an orgasm is and all that, I didn't have time to say all that because I try to keep my videos as close as possible to 15 minutes. So anyway, I'll be doing three parts to this. But so this is a continuation, and I'm going to be talking about how spirituality is tied into sex and sex is tied into magic, and how religion is really about genetics, which is tied into sex, um, which again, sex is tied into magic, and sex is tied into creation. Now, first thing I think I would like to establish is that what magic is. Um, I talked about in one of my other videos, I think I called it magic spells, words, something like that. And in that video, I talk about how words are used for magic, and I talk about how words are really vibrations. Okay, well, vibrations is also relative to sex. Vibration. I'm going to get into how, but you're talking about energy and stuff like that. So, um, how I also know that vibration is relative to sex because the word come. When you say that you're coming, you have an orgasm. I hear come is ka. Ka as in spirit. As in, that vibration. So come to me is spirit of vibration. Okay. Now, vibration, I have broke that down many times into viperized sun because I'm going by phonetics. Vibration, vaporized sun, viper. A viper is a serpent. Okay, and that's how I'm tying the serpent into Kundalini. So when you're talking about Kundalini, you're talking about serpent, and that means you're also talking about vibration, which I'm tying that into sex. Now, let's talk about the etymology of the word magic. It says, art of influencing events and producing marvels using natural forces. The art of influencing events and producing marvels, which I think marvels are like miracles or whatever. Using natural forces. You're talking about manifestation, what you're talking about with magic. And it says using natural forces. So let's talk about what natural forces are. The word natural force is in the Bible. Well, the phrase natural force is in the Bible. In coming from the Hebrew word leech. Leach. Okay. Now I looked up the etymology of the English word leech, and it means to moisten water or wet. So natural force, coming from the Hebrew word leech, but the English word leech is to moisten water or wet. Now, keep in mind, this whole natural force thing, because that's what I'm focusing on right now, and tying it into the Kundalini. Kunda Kanda. The word Kanda, Viga, in Sanskrit means the great force. Remember, you're using a natural force for magic. Okay? So Kundalini, Kunda is tied into the great force. The word vagina in Sanskrit, vagina, is with great force. Now remember earlier I just said that natural force is leech, which is to moisten water or wet. Clearly you're talking about a vagina here. Okay? You can make the judgment call on that. But anyway. Also, breaking down the word Kundalini even further, Kund Kunt. A D and a T have been interchangeable over time, and a Kunt means female genitalia. Again, you're talking about the vagina. So Kundalini, you're talking about the vagina. I put a picture up of the Hindu goddess Shakti, who had Kundalini or serpent coming out of her vagina. So again, that's telling you that Kundalini has to do with the sex organs. Um, Kundalini, I also broke that down as Kundul In a kundal, in a kundal, in a kundal, in a candle. Okay? Now, what is a candle? A candle is a wax stick with fire coming out of the top of it, or light, which fire makes light. Wax. Wax does what? Wax gets hard. The word wax itself means to grow. So when you're thinking about a candle, you're thinking about something that gets hard and something that grows. What could that possibly be? How about a penis? Which a clitoris is also a penis. It's just an inverted penis. There's way more to the clitoris than what you see with your eyes. But now the word candle also comes from the word cand, K-A-N-D, and it means to shoot out light. To shoot out light. What will make it shoot out light? Well, I asked earlier on the post about the word wood. How come a penis is called wood? Think about the fact that a clitoris is also a penis. So when you're having sex, you're rubbing two woods together. What happens when you rub two woods together? You make a fire. Don't you? Rubbing those two woods together is what's causing that candle to shoot out light. That is what's happening there. Also, the reason why I asked it on that post is because of wood. Wood comes from a tree. And I thought about the tree of life. Because that's where life is happening. The rubbing of those two woods is relative to the tree of life. I would say anyway. That's my opinion. Now, also, how do I know that sex is producing light? Because of the word fucking. The word fucking. And I know men love to hear that word. They love to hear a woman say fucking for some reason, but whatever. Because how do we get the word photo or foes? Because those words mean light. Foes means light. By the way, O-P-H means serpent. So foe means light. P-H-O. O-P-H means serpent. Anyway, folk-king would be king of light. So fucking would be king of light. Okay? Moving right along. Another way that I know that spirituality is tied into sex is because of the caduceus. Now, to my surprise, I looked up the word Holy Spirit in the Quran, and the word there was cadusi. No bullshit. K-U-D-U-S-I for Holy Spirit. What's the chances that the cadusi for Holy Spirit is really the caduce? Because caduce really means Spirit of God. Deuce means God. Okay? So now I want to move into changing gears, going back to religion. What religion is really about. And really digging down into the word religion. Now, first of all, the word religious, the etymology of it means to be devout, to be pious, to be faithful. That's why Lauryn Hill said, and I forget what song it was, I look at you religiously, because she meant faithfully. To be devoted to something. So when Christians say, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. Yeah, you are religious. Are you devoted to Jesus? Go look up the word religious. You are religious. If you devoted to Jesus, you're religious, okay? Now, religion, phonetically I broke that down as rely-gen. Rely-gen. Rely, R-E-L-Y, means, the etymology means to gather, to assemble, to put together, okay? And the word jinn is really genes. The Arabic word jinn in the Quran is also spelled Jannati. J-I-N-A-T-I. Clearly, I'm saying genetic or genetiz, whatever. It's genetics. So religion would be to assemble genetics or to assemble genes. Religion. Also, Religion. Legion means a body of soldiers or a army. I think that's talking about sperm. In the Bible, when Jesus cast out those demons out of the man, he said that the name of the demon was Legion, for we are many. I think that is talking about sperm. But anyway, the word religion, also relative to the word religier. Liger means to read. What would religion have to do with reading? Your cells. Your cells actually read your DNA. Your DNA is coded. They read, they translate, they code, they transcribe. Scribe means to write. So they write and they read. Okay? That is why that would be associated with that. Your cells are intelligent beings. And a lot of things that when these master teachers, which I made a whole video about it, when they're describing different things and you think that they're talking about something physical, they really talking about something that's in your body. But that's a whole nother video. I made a video about it if you want to know more about, you know, when master teachers do that. I think I called it Master Teachers Elohim something. Religion, also relative to the word religier, okay? Liger, Ligare, means to bond. Now, a lot of times I'll hear people in the conscious community say, you know, it means to bond because it means to keep you under a spell. And I'm not saying that that's not true, because I do know that exoteric religion definitely binds the mind. But because I know that religion is about genes and genetics, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's about bonding genes and it's bonding cells, because sex is a marriage. The word, the 666 thing, yes, I know that it's carbon. 666 is relative to carbon. But also, if you look at the symbols for it backwards, it looks like the word sex. Think about, why would they use the word Mary? Mary is Jesus' mother. Mary also means to union, to become a union, to merge, to become one, to bond. That's what marriage really is. So that's what Mary is. It's talking about sex itself. And shout out to Jason, one of my Facebook friends. He used the word sect on one of my posts, and I looked it up. Sect, S-E-C-T, because it's so close to the word sex. In Latin, it actually means religious group. A sect means a religious group. A sect is a school of thought, which thought is conception, and conception, you're going back to sex. So, sect, sex. Okay. I'm going to get ready to tie this up. But the one last thing I wanted to say, which I should really save this for the next video, but one day I had woke up, and for some reason I was thinking, like, I was determined to figure out what religion really was. And I kept saying, what is religion truly? True religion, what is it? And then I said, true religion is genes. Like jeans that you put on, like pants. True religion is genes, genetics is what religion is. And how do I know that? For even further to confirm that was that omega sign on the back of the genes. I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to pick up in the next video tomorrow what that omega sign really is and what omega really means and how that ties into religion and how I know that religion is about genetics. Alright, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.